Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. My email is moonmothgoddess@gmail.com. I only have one email address that I use for both this channel and my main tarot channel. Where you can send me an email and I will provide you on more information on booking readings as well as other services with me, okay? And just keep in mind, I will never reach out to you on social media, in the YouTube comments to offer you readings or any service. If you want to book a reading with me, you can always contact me. If there is someone who's reaching out to you, offering a service to you, I do not work that way. Know that it is probably most likely a scammer trying to get money from you, in which they don't really have any intention of giving anything to you. So just be mindful of that. Okay. So today's pick your card reading, we are asking Spirit, what are the next steps you need to take on your path? Okay. The next steps you need to take on your path. So we have 3 crystals here. For pile number 1, we have Prehnite. For pile number 2, we have a Smokey Citrine. And then pile number 3, we have this Chakra. I kind of think right now, this Chakra Selenite wand. Okay, so let's put in the cards here for you to help you with choosing your pile and see what is coming through for you with what is the next step you need to take on your path. So let's choose a card for pile 1. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to take this top one, listening, okay, for pile number 1. And let's choose something for pile 2 now. What is the next step that pile number 2 needs to take on their path? We have solitude, okay. All right, so number 3, what is the next step that pile 3 needs to take on their path? The Gentle Gardener. Okay, so those are our choices today. Let's take a look. So pile 1, we have listening, and that has this elephant. It looks like there's a bunch of music notes that are coming out here, and that is with this Prehnite crystal, which has green in it too. So Prehnite and listening, number 53 for pile 1. The next step you need to take on your path. Oops. Pile number 2, we have solitude, number 13. And then we have a Smokey Citrine. Okay, Smokey Citrine for pile number 2 with solitude. Pile number 3, we have the Gentle Gardener. And that is with this Selenite Chakra wand for pile number 3. Okay, so pause the video if you need a little bit more time. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile for today's reading, that is perfectly okay. So pile 1 with listening and the Prehnite, pile 2 with solitude and the Smoky Quartz. No, Smokey Citrine, sorry, Smokey Citrine. And then pile number 3 with the Gentle Gardener and the Selenite Chakra wand. Timestamps will be down below. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the listening card, number 53, and the Prehnite, okay? What I'm kind of getting intuitively from this card with what is the next step you need to take on your path, to me, this listening energy, as I'm noticing these music notes that are kind of coming out here, to me, this is listening to the voice of your soul or your intuition, or the, if you want to think about it as the song of your heart. I'm also noticing this is an elephant here. And elephants are animals that are very, very wise, very intelligent, and And maybe for some of you, it's like, especially for those of you that believe in past lives, that there is a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you already hold within inside of yourself. I'm also seeing this music notes as a form of expression and creative energy. Maybe for some of you, literally, there's something from your voice that you're needing to share. But this first listening here is basically listening to what your heart is saying, or like I said, the voice of your soul, the song of your heart, however you choose to interpret that. Okay, so let's see what's coming through with the tarot. What is the next step you need to take? Maybe it is a little bit of a pause, with listening. Because we can also be so busy throughout life and just kind of go, go, go every single day that we don't ever just have time to just stop and listen to what our soul is trying to tell us, or a direction that our soul is trying to lead us to, right? And this elephant does look like it's just stopped for a moment, right? To just listen. So let's see here. Maybe there are some changes here in terms of something that you're meant to create. Something that you're meant to, something that you're meant to create here. I'm also kind of seeing in here too, we have all this wheat that's growing here. It reminds me a lot of the Empress, and we do have the number 3 there. This is a number of building, community. We'll see. Okay. What are the next steps pile number 1 needs to take on their path? What are the next steps pile 1 needs to take on their path? We have the King of Pentacles. What is the next step? The Hermit. Okay, so maybe we are taking a little bit of a break here. Let's see. What is the next step? The 6 of Swords. There's some type of change here. And there, look at that, another elephant. I don't know, maybe we can kind of look at this as you connecting in with your higher consciousness. Look at how there's a bunch of these scrolls that are here that the elephant has and holding on to. To me, this could be messages. This is the 6 of Swords. I'm kind of seeing this in a way that you're connecting in with your higher self, your spirit guides, for accessing this wisdom and knowledge of where you're meant to transition to next. Because the 6 of Swords is about moving away from things that are creating chaotic energy for us. It could be things, certain mindsets that we have to move away from, certain patterns of behavior. And so the 6 of Swords is like the rites of passage. It's a transitional type of energy. We're moving away from something and towards something else, something that is bringing about more calm, balanced energy for us. So maybe for some of you, this is kind of like this in-between stage where you're transitioning out of, say, one chapter of your life and on to the next. And this is time for you to pay close attention to how you are going to create these next things for yourself. Let's see what else is coming through. What are the next steps pile 1 is needing to take on their path? The King of Pentacles is about focus. It's about organization, commitment, dedication, taking risks. We've got the Knight of Wands here. The 8 of Swords. this would be one of those things I feel like that you would need to move past, because the Eight of Swords can be when we get stuck in our head with a lot of negative thinking, self-limiting beliefs that keep us stuck. And the Knight of Wands is this energy of exploring, creative energy, passion, this fire, this drive within inside of us. So maybe again, it's like your soul needing you to just kind of take a pause. Because in this Hermit energy here, this looks like a woman who's kind of holding this light. And in the Hermit energy is where we discover our true self. It is where we heal. It is where we, light our path. We listen to that internal guidance, a check-in with self. Where is our soul leading us? The Hermit is literally the soul's journey. Maybe for some of you, it's meant to lead you towards a path of abundance. I'm seeing a little dog here, so maybe for some of you, there's been wanting or feeling, maybe you already have a pet. Maybe for some of you, you're looking for an animal. This King of Pentacles, he's playing this little instrument here. Let's see. Okay, so the video just kind of cut out, but the next card that came out was the Eight of Pentacles. Which I'm noticing we've got the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. This reduces to a number 8. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think about this, because when I was first starting this, remember how I was saying kind of like there's a need for you to kind of go within and listen to what your heart and your soul is really telling you here. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting a lot of hard work into the self. It requires discipline, right? Just like the King of Pentacles, it requires discipline, organization, commitment to improving our skills, becoming a better version of self. And the eights in the tarot all connect into the Strength card. And the Strength card is about self-control. It's about not allowing the ego to control you, but more you be in control of it. Your feelings, your emotions, everything that's kind of coming to you. The 8 is also a very spiritual number. It's, in the Strength card, there's an infinity symbol. The number 8, right? That is above the lady's head that's in the card. So, and I was seeing this here. There's so much wisdom and knowledge that you hold within inside of yourself. It's like a need for you to tap into that infinite wisdom and knowledge that lies within the self. Let's see what else here. What is the next step you need to take on your path, pile 1? There it is, right there. In this card, it is different, okay? But it is the Strength card. And this card is depicted as card number 11, where normally in the Rider-Waite it is card number 8. But some tarot decks, they swap the Justice card and the Strength card. Okay? But this is Strength. Okay, let's see. Which is courage, confidence, your power. What is the next step you need to take? The Page of Cups. I'm feeling a lot of you exploring your creative energy. Tapping into your infinite potential that you have within inside of yourself. What is the next step? Nurturing, right? Nurturing your creative energy. The Emperor. The Emperor is about stability, foundation, structure, discipline. This could be for some of you really kind of stepping into that masculine energy. The Ace of Wands. This is a card of inspiration, divine inspiration. ideas, things that have potential, your creative energy. I'm seeing the Knight of Cups at the bottom. A Knight of Cups is a card of keeping ourselves open to opportunities, you know? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of this here, you know, as far as your next step. This is taking time for the self, right? The Hermit is a journey of solitude. It is spending alone time, checking in with the self, finding the light within you, tapping into this wisdom, really perfecting your skills, your hobbies, your talents, you know, tapping into your creative energy, the inner child, right? All of that creative energy that lies within the inner child. And it's not letting your negative thinking, self-limiting beliefs hold you back, right? From achieving certain goals that you might have. I'm looking at, even in this Emperor card here, there's a little nest with a bunch of eggs in it, right? To me, this is about birthing something. Even though it's not the Empress, there's life that's here. The Green Man. And I'm feeling, as long as you do this, right, you follow your heart here, it leads you to the Six of Wands, which is victory, which is success, which is what Spirit is wanting you to have within your life, creating a new beginning. This can be new opportunities, new abundance, by you pursuing the Page of Wands energy, which is about exploring, it's about discovering, it's about starting down a new path, whatever you're feeling you're being guided to. You know, I do want to see why the Six of Swords is here, because this could be something that you're needing to move away from. Why is the Six of Swords here? The Three of Swords and Justice, which is number 8. Here, remember how I said they're switched in some decks? This deck, they're switched. Okay. Now, the Three of Swords could be anything that is causing you pain, suffering, heartache, disappointment, loss. And Justice is about bringing balance to it, right? Some of you, this is your past. You're healing, clearing, releasing wounds from your inner child. Okay, I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles here. This can even be abandonment, feelings of lack or scarcity mindset that has to be released and let go of, and get that out of your mind, right? Of which, of course, it takes time, you know, to replace our beliefs, right, with ones that are helping us to really grow and evolve, and releasing ones that are not serving us any longer, right? But for you to kind of move into your fullest potential here, a mastery here within the physical world, the realm, because we do have the King of Pentacles, and that is everything in the physical world. It is our health, it is our jobs, our wealth, our relationships, our commitments, right? So this is really helping you in a way to really kind of take time for you, time for healing, time for acknowledging which things in your life at this time are creating. Listen to your heart, right? If you're feeling that a situation that you're in is causing you distress or pain or some type of heartache, or there's still things that you have to heal from your past, Justice is where we bring balance to that. We clear this karmic energy, right? If that means leaving a certain job, leaving a certain relationship, whatever it might be, leaving a certain way of thinking, you know, and truly stepping into your highest potential here. So let's get some advice, guidance to close out your reading, pile one. As far as your next steps you need to take on your path, what is your guidance at this time? I'm going to take these. We have unleash your kindest self, and we also have prosperity lies ahead. Unleash your kindest self. And that can even be you taking time to nurture yourself, right? Time for nurturing yourself. Being gentle with yourself as you are healing what your soul needs, right? You listen to what your soul is calling you to do. We have open up to change. Okay, with the new moon in Aquarius, which is very, very innovative energy. I'm feeling with this here, it's like I said, being gentle with yourself as you are healing, right? Old timelines I'm feeling here. Opening up to change, surrendering to the divine, releasing things, right? Creating something new, birthing something new. Okay, so that is your message, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonate with this card, Solitude, number 13, with your Smokey Citrine crystal. Our question today is, what are your next steps you need to take on your path? And we have solitude for you. So this can be you literally spending time discovering yourself, discovering your authentic self, spending some time alone, and not just any time alone, but like time healing, time uncovering yourself in a way that you're deep diving into getting to know who the real you is, your talents, your skills, your hobbies. Like it could be a process of unlearning, right? Reparenting. It could be a time of you looking at what wounds are still there that you have to heal. It could be doing some shadow work, doing some inner child healing. So let's see. And I'm noticing this is number 13 too, which is the Death card in the tarot. So this is a time of transformation for you, a time of changes, maybe even ending certain things in your life that do not serve you, whether it's a situation you're in or a certain way of thinking. Okay, let's see. Pile number 2, what are the next steps you need to take on your path? What are the next steps you need to take on your path? We have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, I'm feeling this time alone that you're spending, you're thinking about what your dreams are, which ones you want to create. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, so the 4 of Swords is a card of rest, a card of meditation, a time of stillness, calm, quiet, peace. And I feel for some of you this can be because you're working on removing blockages to your creative energy, even blocks to your intuition. Some of you might feel a little bit confused and a little bit lost of not knowing where you're meant to go, what your path is, you know, what direction you're supposed to take. And this is necessary, I feel like, for you for grounding. Okay, really getting your energy grounded. What is the next step you need to take on your path? Some of you might even literally be feeling a little bit confused about your career path. The 3 of Wands is about foresight, thinking ahead, planning ahead, setting energy into motion for plans for the future. So it could be time that you just kind of stay quiet, meditative, thinking, what's your vision? What is your vision? What is your plan? What do you wish to create for your future, right? Where do you see yourself a year from now? What do you want? Because some of you might literally feel a little bit blocked here, you know? Some of you could be healing from romantic relationships, and there is this time and space that you need by yourself, right? To just rest your mind, heal your mind. What are the next steps you need to take on your path? The Emperor. The Emperor is a card of stability, structure, foundation, discipline, which this 13 reduces to a number 4, which is here. And you also have a 4 here. I don't know, maybe some of you are seeing 4s a lot. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. What is the next step? The Star. Okay. So I feel like this is a clear message of healing for some of you, but also, again, your dreams, right? Your dreams here, having trust, having faith. The star is about following our destiny, our north node, the things that we're meant to create in this lifetime, right? So if we're feeling a little bit lost, we have to spend that time checking in with the self, listening, right? Which is very similar to kind of pile one. So if you did feel drawn to that one, you might want to listen to that too. What are the next steps? The Two of Pentacles. There's a choice to make for some of you. There's a need for you to weigh your options and to see maybe which choice would be better for you. There's a need for balance, okay? You to find balance within. The Eight of Cups is going to be you setting out on a journey of discovering the self to solitude, right? Like the hermit energy. The Eight of Cups is also about us letting go and walking away, detaching from things that no longer serve a purpose. That could be a person, a situation, a family situation, romantic partnership, a friendship, a job, a way of thinking. Okay? What is the next step you need to take on your path? The Chariot. For some of you, this could take a lot of willpower to move on from something, or to let something go, or to move on from something. But you've got the King of Swords at the bottom, which is essentially you moving into a space of higher consciousness, decisions, actions, being confident within them. Maybe some of you literally are needing to embody this masculine energy, right? To be more confident in yourself. Maybe it's going to require you to think with a logical, clear mind to be able to move away from certain things. The Chariot is about us balancing out our energy and having the willpower, the focus, the determination on moving forward. Okay, moving forward, making progress. Maybe for some of you, there are choices that to be made and you feel stuck, right? The answers are found within you. And that is why this energy of solitude is so important, right? If we're trying to rush and we're trying to, hurry up and get to the finish line, are we really listening to our intuition? Or are we being guided by the ego? Okay, so let's look at this Eight of Cups energy here and see what this is that you might be needing to let go of or walk away from or leave behind. Why is the Eight of Cups here? The Three of Pentacles. Some of you, it is your job. Okay, your career, or it could be a friendship, a community that you live in. Okay, that might not be serving you any longer. Let's see. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Maybe it's a certain business. If those of you that are entrepreneurs and you're just kind of feeling this business doesn't fit anymore. Okay. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Maybe some of you are needing to walk away from certain things so that you can open a business. Page of Swords. There's a need for researching. Some of you could be wanting to go back to school, wanting to learn a new skill. The Page of Swords is a need for us to do research. It's a need for us to gather more information. Like, let's just say you do want to own your own business, right? You want to leave the current job that you're in and you want to own your own business. The Page of Swords is asking you to spend that time to do the research, look things up, right? Go to school, maybe for some of you. Take a class. Learn a new skill set. Okay. What else did I want to do here? Let's pull one more for the Eight of Cups. Wow, Ten of Pentacles. So some of you, it could be a family situation, a relationship that you're leaving behind in order to start laying the groundwork for something new for yourself. Some of you, it might even be a marriage, a long-term relationship. Okay, if you feel guided to do so. Let's see, what is this Seven of Cups here? And the Seven of Cups is a card of choices and options, but it can also make us feel very overwhelmed, right? Because we can have many ideas that just kind of make us feel like, wow, which one is the right one? Okay, why is the Seven of Cups here? The Hermit. Okay, so much like Pile 1's message, it's really asking you to spend some time. Your next step on your path is to spend time with the self. Really deep diving. Okay? Because this is where we discover who we are. We discover what our purpose is in this energy. Okay? Reflection, healing, let's see, why is the Star energy here? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's also releasing a lot of negative thoughts. I'm really feeling like this pile is connected to Pile 1. It feels like an extension of it. Why is the Star here? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a need for letting go. I'm seeing the Judgment card at the bottom with the Devil energy here. This is a need to break free of illusions that you keep yourself stuck in, and that could be an illusion of abandonment, unworthiness, void, emptiness, lack, scarcity mindset, self-limiting beliefs that you have to work towards healing. Right? Some of you could be releasing attachments, unhealthy attachments, obsessions, addictions, codependency, anything that is keeping your energy stuck or feeling trapped or bound, oppressed. Judgment is a rebirth. It is you being the phoenix rising from the ashes. It is you hitting rock bottom and rising. It is you finding renewal within the self, looking at what karmic lessons you've learned, what you've learned from your past experiences. It's about releasing pain, heartache, suffering. It's about letting go of resentment, anger, grief, loss, anything that you're still holding on to energetically, to be free, to heal, to so it's very transformative here. Okay, very transformative energy. So let's get some advice here for you. Pile number 2, some advice and guidance about the next steps on your path that you're needing to take. What is your advice at this time? What is your advice and guidance? We have your commitment is being tested. And for some of you, this could be commitment to yourself, commitment to in a relationship that you have, commitment to that you have to becoming a better version of self. It could be any type of commitment here. Okay. It can also be, especially for those of you that, have say prayers or are working on manifesting, and it's like Spirit saying, okay, well, if you want this thing, your commitment to whatever this is being tested. How much do you want it? Are you willing to change your beliefs? Are you willing to let go of things that are not serving you? How much do you want this? Right? Those of you that are looking for love, but you're still holding on to something that is not worthy of you. You say you want love, so here we go. Do you really want it? Are you willing to let go of what is not serving you in order to have that? Are you willing to let go of the fears and insecurities and, things that are holding you back in order for you to go after that new thing? Because once Spirit brings in the opportunity, it's like, you asked for this, right? You wanted it. Here it is. Are you going to go for it? Or are you going to let that fear hold you back and say, oh, no, I can't. Sorry. No, sorry, universe. I wasn't ready yet. Just kidding. Right? It's like, this is your commitment. I feel like, of course, first and foremost, yourself. Right? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to let go of? in order to find renewal within inside of yourself. Let's see what else. You know, I will say, just in reference to the whole love situation too, I do so many readings for people that have attachments to ex-partners that they have a really difficult time with letting go of that person. And they're asking in their readings, like, when am I going to find love? When am I going to have love? When you let go. When you let go of what is no longer serving you. Because, you know, it's like you want love and you're dating, new people come in, but you're like, oh, I'm not attracted to them. I don't want, why? Because the energy is attached to something else from the past. You're not even giving yourself a chance, right? So again, Spirit brings you in a new opportunity. Here you are. Are you ready for it? Probably not, right? If you're still holding on to this energy here. Okay, so let's see here. We've got honor your feelings with the first quarter moon in Pisces. And we also have focus on the positive, right? No more negative thinking about, oh, I can't have this kind of career because it's not in the cards for me, or I can't make it happen. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, pile 2. Yes, you can have love and wealth and abundance and everything else that you dream of, everything else that you envision, right? It's about us aligning our energy to match that frequency, that vibration, right? Releasing these lower vibrational energies. So let's see what else. Pile number 2. What is the guidance and advice for pile number 2? You're worthy of it, pile 2. You are worthy of everything that you dream of, right? We have detoxify. Another full moon energy here. I thought I saw another one. But the full moon energy here is about, maybe I was just feeling it. Yeah, we've got another full moon. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Detoxify. Okay? To me, that is clearing. Clearing, releasing, especially with the full moon energy. What is no longer serving us? We let it go. We get rid of it, right? We send it to the moon to clear with that energy here, to help us release it. And that could be a little ritual that you do for yourself, right? During the next full moon, you write down on a piece of paper everything that you're letting go of, everything that you're releasing, everything that's no longer serving you, and burn it, right? Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the Gentle Gardener card, and your little chakra wand here. So I'm looking at this card and I'm noticing how it looks like there is this grandmother spirit or mother spirit that's kind of coming out of the sky, overseeing things here. And with the Gentle Gardener, it looks like all these fairies here that are kind of sitting on top of these little eggs that haven't hatched. So in a way, I kind of see this as symbolic of you taking some time to really pay close attention to what you are not only manifesting in your life, but what you are creating, what you are birthing, in a sense. It's being like you're tending literally to your garden of things that you're growing and developing. And that could be even going into being mindful or aware of where your thoughts are at, right? Because we can be unconsciously manifesting what the things that our mind is on. Like if we're thinking about stress and negativity, we're going to be drawing in more of that energy, right? But if we're focused on positive, it's not to say that we have to be perfect all the time, right? Because we will have those negative thoughts that will trickle in from time to time. But it's about being mindful and saying, okay, no, not allowing it, stop, whatever you need to do to kind of redirect yourself into a different way. But to me, it's kind of like you paying close attention to what you are working on, birthing, creating in your life at this time, and taking your time to really nurture it, right? What is it that you want to bring life to? Are you trying to bring new love in? Are you trying to bring in more prosperity, abundance, you know? So, and I'm seeing this as number 2. And I'm kind of seeing here, not only are the 2s about balance, maybe this is for you to find balance with inside of yourself, but I'm also seeing that 2 as connected into the High Priestess, the intuition, right? Which is also duality. So let's see here. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Choices. Maybe for some of you it's choices. Plans. What are you creating? Pile number 3. What is the next steps you need to take on your path? Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's even with the Knight of Pentacles energy, this is very careful. This is very strategic with what you're planning. This is like Knight of Pentacles energy is very slow moving. So it's kind of like we're taking our time, we're staying committed, we're staying focused on what the long-term goal is, what we want, what we desire. And we're making sure that every step that we take moving forward on our path is one that has been well thought out. Right? Well thought out. I'm just feeling just being very cautious about what you choose to do, where you choose to put your energy. The Eight of Pentacles is also about discipline and organization and, you know, putting hard work into something, improving the self, because the Eight of Pentacles is also a card of self-mastery. What are the next steps you need to take on your path? Maybe it is working on yourself, you know. You have the Knight of Cups. Judgment. This could be finding renewal, rebirth, releasing, healing, clearing. Also thinking about what lessons you've learned on your path, right? So that we're not, if they are mistakes that we feel are mistakes or the wrong path that we went down, this is our opportunity to say, okay, I should have made a better choice there, or I should have chose something different. You know, it's about you taking a look at what your life is right now and looking to your past for the past decisions and choices that you've made. What have we learned from that? How can we choose differently moving forward if that's really what the best thing is for us, right? To lead us to a better outcome. Let's see what else. What are the next steps you need to take on your path? For some of you with the Six of Wands energy here, there's a need for you to also be proud of yourself, because I feel like this energy is a card of achievements and success and recognition, and that could be that you need to also recognize yourself for what you have been able to overcome. You know, the Judgment energy brings in an energy of renewal, of rebirth. But it's also clearing karma, right? Paying attention to what karmic cycles we've been stuck in so that we're not doing it again, right? This is why it's so important for you, the Gentle Gardener, to pay close attention, right? Learning from the past, even ancestral type of stuff that's happened in the past, repeated patterns. Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords energy here, and this is a lot of negative thinking, a lot of self-imposed restrictions that could be holding you back from creating something, planting the seed for something new, working on a new creative project. Could be something that you need to do at this time. We have the Three of Swords energy here. So let's just say that you've tried to work on things in the past and they didn't turn out how you wanted them to, right? The Three of Swords would also be, especially with the Eight of Swords here, these would be energies that you would work on releasing here, right? All the past stuff, okay? You know, because you could have worked on a project and say, okay, that didn't go how I thought it was going to go. It didn't lead me to the outcome that I wanted, but I learned a lesson from that. And I learned I'll never do that again, or I'll stay away from that, or I won't rush decisions, or I won't let my ego control my decisions. I'm going to go more on my intuition and trust my gut feeling and not let negative thinking or self-limiting beliefs block me from going after something. So this to me here is you clearing this energy, healing it, releasing it, and not allowing what's happened to you in the past to dictate what you experience in the future or to be your story forever, right? You could have gone through a lot of hardship in the past. Does it have to be your forever story? No, it doesn't, right? You can write and create something new. So this is a time where Spirit is wanting you to pay really close attention to what you are building, what you are manifesting, where your energy is, right? The gentle gardener. You're paying close attention to what you have in your garden at this time, what you're feeding it, right? If we're trying to manifest something and we're feeding it negativity and negative thoughts and self-limiting beliefs, what do you think that's going to manifest into? Something probably not very pleasant, right? So if you look at this Queen of Pentacles here, she looks like she's painting this beautiful picture of like a forest or it even looks like there's a little path here, right? So I'm looking at this as symbolism of you literally creating your path, you creating your future. Right? There's a light here. To me, that I'm seeing this as illumination. There's change, there's transformation. The Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing your commitment to career, to finances, to relationships, commitments, anything that you invest your time and energy into, but it's done very carefully, right? It's well thought out. You're being very cognizant of where you're directing your focus, your energy, not with the negative, not with the past disappointment that you've had, and not saying that, okay, because I've gone through that has to be my story forever, right? This gives you a chance to, with the Judgment energy, rise and to create something new that you could be very successful at with that Six of Wands, okay? Let's see what else. What are the next steps for pile number 3 on their path? What do they need to do? The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, stability, security. There is a lot of pentacles here, okay? We do have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, the 8, and the 9 of Pentacles. So a lot of that is being careful, right? Cautious about what you are manifesting into the physical. And a lot of that could be around financial abundance, security for you, wealth that you could be working on manifesting. I'm seeing the Merlin at the bottom, the hero, and this is the Fool. Okay, the energy of the Fool, which is about a new beginning. It's about possibilities. It's about unlimited potential. It's about taking a leap of faith, stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? And justice is right underneath that. So justice, in a way, this is literally clearing karma. Okay? Learning from your karmic situations, right? Even the Seven of Swords energy here, we have a guy who's standing in front of 2 doors here. The Seven of Swords can sometimes talk about scattered thinking, rush decisions. Our mind can just kind of be all over the place, right? We can have fear here with the Seven of Swords, avoidance, running away from things. And it's like you have choices here, right? Opportunities, and you have to not be afraid of going after them. Okay. I actually want to see what the full energy is here. Why is the full here? Ten of Wands. Yeah. The Ten of Wands is about releasing energetic burdens that we're carrying, weight, heaviness, if we're doing too much, if we're taking on a lot of responsibilities, or if we're working too many long hours. The Ten of Wands is the need for us to rest. It's a need for us to look at what we're carrying. Are we carrying stuff from the past? Right? This is where we let it go. This is where we forgive ourselves. We forgive others. We release resentment, anger, pain, anything that we're holding on to. Okay? It's, the Fool, normally in the traditional tarot deck, the Fool has a tiny, tiny little knapsack. Right? And that little knapsack contains the important stuff that he's learned from his past lives. The wisdom that he holds within, The Fool doesn't carry all this junk with him, energetic junk. That's what the Judgment card is for, to let it go, to clear and empty out, kind of like this karmic weight, right? That you're basically carrying here. The Fool is like this number 0 because it's talking about like the beginning and the end. It's like the nothingness. It's like the opportunity to become a newborn soul, free of the weight that you've been carrying. Maybe for some of you karmically, right? Releasing and clearing that is where spirit, and maybe that is with the Knight of Cups energy here. You're working towards opening up your heart space. You're working on self-love. You're working on being open and vulnerable. You're working on listening to your intuition, on using your psychic gifts. We all have them, right? This could be your chance to really kind of trust where your intuition is guiding you. And I feel many of you have a very strong feminine energy spirit watching over you. It could be a grandmother. It could be an aunt. It could be a sister, any type of mother figure. It doesn't have to be, but there is a feminine energy that's here. So let's get some advice for you now, pile 3. What is your advice on your next steps you need to take on your path? What is your advice? We have a fiery climax approaches. That Ten of Wands is plenty fiery. Okay. We have breathe through the tension. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit stressed out or going through a lot, have a lot to do. We have step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Like I was saying earlier, step out of your comfort zone. And then we have go for it and also surrender to the divine. Okay. Surrendering to the divine, listening to your intuition, calling in the wisdom of your ancestors to guide you on your path. Those of you that are feeling super stressed out, this is Spirit saying, breathe through it. You got this. You're going to do it. You're going to make it. Okay. North Node is also us following our purpose, right? Many of you are needing to step out of your comfort zone in order to come into alignment with your purpose. Change is required. Okay? Negative thinking needs to be released. I feel like this is a really important time for you and your life at this time. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.